The training chamber of Orion Station 12 was always cold at 0400 hours. The metal walls hummed with quiet energy, rippling faint blue currents through the embedded conduits. You could tell the hour by the sound alone. During the day, the place roared like a beast, but before dawn, the station was practically holding its breath. Cadet Kira Voss stepped into the central platform, her boots clipping sharply against the polished floor. She had slept only 2 hours. Adrenaline alone kept her upright. Today was her initiation run, the final test before becoming a Guardian, one of the elite defenders of the outer colonies. Above her, a circular drone hovered, projecting its voice in a soothing artificial tone. Neural scanner active. Baseline emotional field detected. Cadet Voss remained calm. Do not engage until instructed. Kira exhaled.
Calm.
Sure. As if that ever worked for anyone in the Voss line. She flexed her fingers, feeling the faint tremor of the nanofiber implants buried beneath her skin. She wasn't supposed to use them, not during training. Officially, she didn't even have them. But secrets were a currency on the frontier, and she had inherited more than she wished. The chamber lights dimmed. Footsteps echoed across the platform. Instructor Hale emerged from the shadows, tall, armored, and carrying a single training blade. His face was a mask of stone, emotionless and unreadable. Kira, he said, voice low. This assessment gauges your reaction control. You are to follow scanner commands exactly. Failure to obey. I know, she interrupted quietly. Disqualification. Hale studied her for a moment. Your brother didn't obey either. And you know what it cost him. A nerve twitched in her jaw. She said nothing. The overhead scanner chimed, projecting a red triangular symbol in the air. Warning. Hostile motion detected. Do not engage. Hale moved. The blade flashed in a silver arc. Kira's body reacted before thought. For a single heartbeat, her world tunneled into instinct. The same instinct that had saved her life on the mining moon years ago. The instinct the Guardians wanted to measure, control, and sometimes erase. The scanner blared louder. Do not engage. Do not engage. But she did. As the blade descended, Kira stepped forward, raised her hand, and caught the weapon barehanded. Metal met skin with a violent crack. Sparks spat from the contact point, but her palm held firm, fingers closing around the flat of the blade. The nanofibers surged powerfully beneath her skin, absorbing the kinetic shock like liquid armor. Hale froze, stunned. The drone shrieked. Engagement breach. Cadet out of compliance. But Kira stared straight into her instructor's eyes and whispered, engaging anyway. Then she pushed back. Hale stumbled, thrown off balance by the force of her sudden counter. The blade skittered across the floor, sliding into the shadows. For the first time since she'd known him, Hale looked shaken. Not angry, concerned, maybe even afraid. Alarms died down, leaving a ringing silence. Hale straightened. You weren't supposed to be capable of that level of counterforce. I wasn't supposed to be a lot of things, she replied. He approached slowly, studying her hand. The skin was unbroken, no bleeding, no bruising. Just a faint glow beneath the surface, where the implants had activated. You knew, Kira said quietly. This test wasn't about reaction control. It was about seeing if I have what my brother had. Hale didn't deny it. Your brother's abilities escalated beyond regulation limits. He became unpredictable. He saved an entire colony before he died, she snapped. Is that what you call unpredictable? Heroic, Hale corrected, but uncontrolled. When power exceeds discipline, disaster follows. Kira folded her arms. Then teach me discipline. Don't test me like a threat. Hale paused. There is more to this than you know. The walls of the chamber flickered, revealing hidden observation windows. Behind them stood high-ranking officers, the Council of Guardians. Their silhouettes were rigid, watching her like a specimen. "They've been monitoring your genetic readings for months," Hale continued. "They believe you inherited the same latent augmentation your brother possessed. A trait dormant in most humans, but active in the Voss lineage." Kira felt her stomach tighten. "He died because they pushed him too far." "He died," Hale said carefully, "because he chose to fight alone." The platform beneath them rumbled. Doors sealed. Locking mechanisms clicked into place. Kira's pulse spiked. "What is this?" she asked. "A secondary evaluation," Hale said. One Eye argued against. The chamber lights shifted from blue to red. Floor panels opened. From the slots rose 4 Sentinel drones, spherical machines with retracting arms tipped with training blades, stunning rods, and force pulse emitters. The scanner overhead flared. Threat level: moderate. Recommendation: do not engage. Kira glared at the warning. "Seriously? The Council wants to know whether your reaction was instinct or control," Hale murmured. "Show them you can think, not lash out." The drones lunged. One fired a stun bolt. Another swung a blade toward her ribs. A third hurled a shockwave blast that rattled her teeth. Kira's body exploded into motion. She dodged the bolt, pivoted beneath the blade, and rolled across the floor to avoid the shockwave. The drones adjusted instantly, tracking her like metallic predators. The scanner continued screaming its warning. Kira ignored it. Instead, she entered a state her brother used to call focus drift, a place between instinct and intention, where enhanced nerves aligned with human intuition. She didn't attack blindly. She didn't panic. She calculated, reading angles, timing pulses, predicting drone patterns. One drone slashed low. She stepped inside its arc, grabbed the striking arm, and twisted until the joint snapped. Sparks erupted. The drone collapsed. The scanner shrieked. Engagement violation. Kira didn't look up. Another drone fired a shock pulse. She slid beneath it, letting the wave crackle overhead, then launched upward with a controlled strike to its sensory node. It powered down instantly, dropping like dead weight. The remaining 2 drones circled carefully now, analyzing her. She mirrored them, matching their rhythm. Hale watched, stunned, as her movements grew smoother, more precise, more controlled. When the final drone struck, she didn't rely on brute strength. She used its momentum, redirecting it into the chamber wall where it shattered on impact. Silence filled the room. The council members whispered among themselves. Kira stood alone in the center of 4 smoking machine remnants, chest heaving but eyes sharp. And the scanner finally fell silent. The chamber fell silent, smoke curling from the broken drones. Hale stepped toward her, stunned. "You controlled every strike," he said quietly. "That's what they needed to see." Above them, the observation glass dimmed. The Grand Marshal stepped forward. "Cadet Kira Voss," she announced, "you have proven discipline, power, and judgment. You are no longer a test subject. You are a guardian." A small holographic insignia descended and marked her wristband. The scanner chimed softly. Status: engaged. Role: guardian. Kira exhaled, steady and certain. Hale smiled faintly. "Your brother would have liked this moment." "Then I'll carry it forward," she said. "And I'll engage when it counts." With that, the doors opened, and Kira walked out into her new life, calm, ready, and finally unbound.